What's up, guys? So I'm sitting here in the shop, just doing a little shit, drinking America's Finest. Decided to finally make a video of one, the new car, and two, the upgrades that we're already doing to the new car. For most of you that are just watching this, the old setup was non-ported Cobra Jet with a monoplate throttle body, 47-pound injectors, cheap eBay Speed Daddy headers, H-pipe with Roush cat back, BMR drag springs, JMS, trans brake, MSD two-step, and then the Ford Racing Performance Products cold air intake. Fastest I went was 12:06. Still first time out, actually to the track in the car. Wasn't too bad. I run it later on in the day when it got cooler. Pretty sure if I waited another hour or so when it got really cooler, probably could have pulled an 11 slip, but I didn't. Then Texas came around, and for those of you that don't know, it's going twin turbo from LPF Performance. Walk over here doing cheap shit for the wife's Suburban there in the background. As you can see, that's a half shaft. I'll get to that later. And there they are, Comp Turbo Oilless 64, 67 turbos. As you can see next to it, an eBoost 2 boost controller. Then over here I have boundary oil pump gears, spark plugs, and I have 1650 injectors. Whoops. That I'll probably end up selling and going with ID 1300s, just because I bought these then talked to my tuner instead of talking to my tuner then buying injectors. So probably selling these to get IDs. As you can see, G-Force Performance Engineering one-piece aluminum drive shaft. And then a bunch of scattered stuff. Excess fuel line from the 4 Innovations triple pump setup. It's 3 465 liter per hour pumps. Battery's out, so I won't be able to scoot that back. See if I can get light back here. Probably not. But it's down in there. It's all wired in. Controller's over there. Under the hood, we swapped to a Boss 302, again, non-ported. Stock throttle body. As you can see, more 4 Innovation stuff, fuel pressure regulator, all the fuel lines, fuel rails hiding, chilling out in there. Trying to think what else. Got new tires because the old ones were, 1, wore out, 2, worn on the inside way too much. I'm guessing when I went to get the car aligned, they did a front wheel alignment instead of a 4-wheel alignment, so kind of ate up my rear tires. So we got 2 new 28 11.5 17s, ET Street R drag radials, pretty soft tire, so that should help out, being as we're hoping to make double the horsepower it made before. Never had it on the dyno before. I probably would have guessed on a low side 450, since that's what a lot of Cobra Jet cars make. And we're shooting for 900 with the twin turbos. We'll also be getting a 3B Circle D converter. Still waiting on that to come in. It's been sitting on jack stands here for probably about a month now, waiting on parts. I got the fender rolls out so you can see fuel lines run. Well, maybe not. I'm cheap ass and don't really have a decent light. Like I said, as you can see there, half shafts are out of the car. We put in drive shaft shop 800 horsepower shafts. Talked to a bunch of guys that make more than 800 and they say the 800s do fine. I think in an auto car it'll be fine. So I guess we'll just find out. It's either gonna work or it's not gonna work. Get kind of back just so you can see. We just moved in this house 3 months ago. So there she is. Dirty as hell. There's the rest of the shop. Beer fridge. Big ass fucking fan, which is awesome. Kiddie pool for the dogs, because my wife and I don't have kids. And my electric lawnmower. As you can see, I'll get down here. Sold the old exhaust setup, so headers, cat back, mid pipes are all gone. Just again waiting for parts, and then we'll get back at it. Still trying to decipher if I want to tackle the oil pump gears or take it to a dealership. I've pretty much done everything else on this car, from the springs, the exhaust, trans brake, which is kind of a nice trans brake. I've heard people say bad things about it, but I've never had an issue. The only issue I had was my dumbass fault. I have my back here. A trans brake button right here. When I first had it, laid it up like that, and of course I have a bad habit of laying my arm right here since it's all shiny from my greasy ass because I live in Missouri. And apparently my hand had hit that going about 40, 45, kind of jolted the car forward. Didn't break anything, thank God. But so yeah, now I turn it to the side and it's actually kind of easier to use, whether at the track or the strip. As you can see, the N gauge, do tuning by Lund. I'm actually at a toss-up between I either have to sell the injectors and get IDs, or I have to sell the Lund and get the N gauge and get an N gauge that offers HP tuner software, so I can tune with the 1650 FIC injectors. As you can see down there, stock fuel pump, just chill in the corner. Actually had Rocky Mountain Race Week, I think it was last week before, and actually the first time I've ever seen a couple guys need the stock pump because they used a booster pump and fried their pump. And fortunately I wasn't home at the time to help them, and they found help elsewhere, so at least they found help. Good for them. As you can see, bumpers down there, trying to keep it out of the way so it didn't get scratched. Car's good for what it is, I guess. It's got 52,000 miles on it, so I mean it's got its few share of dents and scratches, but Eventually I'd like to get it ceramic coated, just I mean, it's black, and if you have a black vehicle, which I've had 4 in the past year, they're definitely a pain in the ass to keep clean. Like I said, it's been sitting in here for probably a good 3 months or so, and yeah, hadn't been washed since. It's been pushed out a couple times just to clean out the garage, do work on the wife's Suburban. Probably won't be able to see it at night because this phone sucks at night, but put a 3-inch lift on the wife's Suburban. Moto Metal MO 970 wheels with 33 12 520 Atturo Trailblade XTs. Pretty nice little ride. It'll be our tow rig. Still got a lot of work to do to it. It's a freaking nightmare. I kind of wish I would have got a newer body style, but beggars can't be choosers. So yeah, that's pretty much the new setup. Was told I was supposed to get all the turbo stuff, the hot and cold side piping last week. Obviously there's no boxes laying around the shop that can fit a turbo kit, so getting pretty frustrated with that. I know the guy's busy, but just the fact that he told me I'd get it last week and it's now the middle of the week after and still nothing. I bought the kit probably almost 3 months ago. Says it takes 6 to 8 weeks to make. So yeah, you can kind of do the math on that one. I've been waiting a minute. So yeah, I just figured I'd give you guys an update. Just still trying to get settled in the shop here, but finally just had some time to kill, do small shit, and figured I'd drink a beer and shoot a video. If you guys want, subscribe. I'll try and post up more videos. I'll try and get a review of the fuel system once everything gets going, and just to kind of give an overall perspective. I know there's definitely cheaper fuel systems. Fuel system should be good to, I think, 1400 horsepower, maybe a little more. Like I said, the car's probably only going to be at 800 for a while, or 900, 8 and 9 realistically. Again, just because it's stock motor, stock trans, so kind of want to make it last for a little bit. Don't want to go out and tear it up the first month and then it's back on jack stands again waiting on parts. So yeah, I hope you guys know I'm not a really peppy person like some of the other YouTubers, but not really a YouTuber. But if you guys like this and want to see more videos, subscribe to the page, like the video, and comment if you want to see anything else. Other than that, hope you guys have a good night and enjoy your cold ones.